Adam Cianciarulo announces that he is out for the rest of the 2022 Supercross season. What does the future hold for him with Kawasaki? I'm Tyler Deering, and welcome to Gate Drop News. What's going on, y'all? Tyler Deering back with another episode of GDN. Adam Cianciarulo injured his knee in round 3 of Supercross in San Diego last weekend. He announced this week that he will be out for the remainder of the 2022 season. For AC, he was riding with a grade 3 shoulder separation. In addition to the knee injury, he pulled off after one lap in the heat race, was unable to continue, did not return to the LCQ. It's unclear if AC will be back for pro motocross, although this is just another injury in a long line of injuries. Let's take a look at his career thus far and see what injuries he has sustained. Cianciarulo has struggled with injuries his entire career, and really it's derailed him from becoming the champion that we all thought he would be. Cianciarulo turned pro all the way back in 2013 as a 16-year-old, but has only completed 2 full seasons of Supercross since then. 2013, he had 1 podium in motocross, while in 2014, he won 3 out of his first 5 races before missing the rest of the season due to injury. 2015 saw him completely out of Supercross after he injured his shoulder again overseas. He was able to return to half of the motocross season, although he injured his shoulder again and was forced to miss more time. 2016, he suffered a wrist injury in practice that once again knocked him out of Supercross. That was 2 years in a row where he did not run a single Supercross race. 2017 and 2018, he ran both full-time in Supercross. However, at the end of the 2018 season, he had to have knee surgery for a torn ACL and a torn MCL. In the 2017 and 2018 seasons, he had 2 wins and 1 win, respectively, which showed that he had speed. Remember, at that point, he'd been in the series for 4 years, so it was kind of make or break time for him in the 250 class. He clearly had the speed, but he was just unable to stay healthy. As we'll see further down the line, this problem has not yet been resolved. 2019 was kind of the breakout year for Cianciarulo. He just lost the 250 championship to Dylan Ferrandis. However, he jumped on a 450 in the Monster Cup and took his first professional win in the 450 class. While it wasn't specifically a Supercross win, it looked to those in the industry like AC had finally arrived, like he was ready for the 450 ride that he'd always dreamed of and been promised since his early days on the pro circuit team. 2020 was AC's rookie season, but it came to an abrupt halt when he injured his collarbone in Arlington. Cianciarulo was looking for a bounce-back season last year. Unfortunately, he broke his collarbone again in Orlando, going over the bars in the whoop section.
Muscam was going to ride well tonight. Oh, down goes Adam Cianciarulo in the whoops.
We talked about it all night long. Those whoops are...
He came back for outdoors last year, ran a couple races, got some moto wins. Unfortunately, he was not able to finish the rest of the season due to arm issues. He had nerve damage in his arm, and he sat out the rest of the motocross season in hopes that he would be ready for Supercross. The move looked to be paying off for AC as he was riding very well in practice until a crash 3 weeks before A1 that saw him with the injured shoulder. Unfortunately, the shoulder caused AC to plummet through the pack after getting good starts in the first 2 rounds. While not specifically responsible for injuring his knee, you got to think that it could have played a role as AC came out of one of the turns in practice, had his knee out, unfortunately hyperextended it as it hit the ground and shot backwards. While the shoulder wasn't directly the cause of that, not riding at 100% was the cause of it. With this recent injury, Adam has now sustained 3 shoulder injuries, 2 collarbone breaks, a wrist break, as well as 2 significant knee injuries in his career that spans 9 years thus far as a professional. The question now is, what does Kawasaki do next? They have this rider that is extremely popular among fans, who clearly has speed. He has 11 250 Supercross wins, but he doesn't have any 450 wins because he just has not shown an ability to stay healthy. At what point does Kawasaki move on from AC, as although they love him, he can't seem to ride the bike enough? Kawasaki's shown that they're not afraid to go get free agents. After they lost Eli Tomac, they've signed Jason Anderson, who has started his Supercross campaign with a breakout season, winning round 2 and running well in every event thus far. Does Kawasaki look to the market for another rider to replace AC, or does AC stick around with him? While it could seem like the right decision to move on from AC, I think that he's earned at least 1 more year with that program fully healthy. In my mind, it wouldn't even be the worst thing in the world if he took off from pro motocross and came into 2023 Supercross fully healed and ready to go, ready to get some wins. He's shown that healthy, he can compete with the best of them. He just hasn't had the opportunity to. If AC comes into 2023 fully healthy and either can't finish the season due to injury or doesn't get any wins, then I think we should start talking about the future and what it looks like at another team. But for right now, I don't see any reason why Kawasaki would go away from AC. They've clearly invested a lot of money with him in the pro circuit ranks. I think that he's their best bet going forward. But we'll have to see. This is a cutthroat sport, and if you can't stay healthy, unfortunately, you don't always maintain your ride. Anyway, guys, that's all I have for you today. Round 4 in Anaheim tomorrow night. We'll have a video up hopefully Sunday morning talking about that race and seeing what the top finishers look like. Super excited to cover that for y'all. Anyway, it's been a pleasure. This is Tyler Deering from Gate Drop News. I will see y'all in the next one.